Hello, everybody. Trying to see if you can hear me. Hi, Kat. Can you hear me? Is there any volume? Hello? Kat, can you hear me? I can't tell because the little mic thing's not moving, so is there sound? Sweet. All right, cool. I think this is one of the first ones I've had that there's been no technical issues. I see you got your name changed. Give everybody a little bit to get in here. A lot planned. I figured we'd just chat tonight. Hi, Nina. Yeah, now I know it's you, Kat. Hi, Nana. Thanks to Kat, we have a better picture and we have sound with no headset. She got me a webcam. I think I might have to play with my lighting though. That light above is shining down a little bright, but whatever. It's okay. It's making the colors look a little different on the canvas. I know, Nana, there's sound, and the first time around, I didn't have to start a new one. I was kind of worried about that. Thanks, Nina. It's a lot easier. It's kind of cool. It's a little webcam. It's on a little mini tripod. And I can kind of sit it up on my desk without having to balance the built-in webcam on my laptop. I'm loving it. Thank you, Kat. You made my life a lot easier. And I can use the chat on my screen because I can see it. Yeah, Nina, the headset's not cool. Like, I bought that thing, I swear, back like in 2002 or 3 when I first got my very first desktop computer that was huge. I'm surprised the thing even works. I do owe you, Kat. I owe you big time. But yeah, I hated wearing that thing. Makes me happy I don't have to anymore. So how's everybody's week so far? Did I get the new thingy, the new webcam, Nana? I bet, Kat. You've been off for a while. So I bet it made your day seem even longer. If you're asking about the webcam, Nana, yeah, this is the new webcam. Yes, I'm doing the pretty flower, Tammy. I love it. It's beautiful, but like here is sticky, but like over here is not sticky at all. So I'm gonna have to use glue. That's the only downside. And I've heard a couple other people say that the glue is not the best on this one. It's a beautiful canvas, though. I love it. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to seal it. I don't like sealing my paintings, but I'm going to have to, so it'll stay together. Hi, Cranes. I know, Nana, it's awesome. I'll have to get you that link. I forgot. I've been an airhead lately. But yeah, I love it. It's sitting on a little mini tripod, so I can, like, you know, move it around however I want. I don't have to move my actual laptop. It's 80 degrees. Where do you live, Nina? It's cold here. It's freezing. Hurting from the rain. I'm telling you, I hate weather changes. I've been hurting today, too. Temperature changes kick my ass. I don't like it. It's, you need lotion.
No, look. Doing this.
What is that?
I don't know. It moves all the way around inside here.
I don't know.
And it hurts.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know if it looks like burning.
I don't know, babe. Yeah. I mean, either way, I mean, Tammy, it's a beautiful canvas, and I mean, it's workable. There has been one spot I've had to use glue on, and I'll probably have a few more I got to use glue on because, yeah, there's some that's just not. It's not sticky at all, and there's no getting around it. It's either glue, a roll of adhesive, but I don't have any adhesive, so I know, Kat. I haven't looked at the temperature, but I know it's cold. Hi, Crystal. Well, I want to move where you're at, Nina, because it ain't that warm here, and I like the cold. You had a brain fart, Nana? Yeah, the webcam is here. I think it looks a lot better. I need to mess with the lighting because I've got a light up here, like at the top of my desk, and I think it'd be better if I had it maybe behind my camera because it's shining down and it's kind of making it like really bright and discoloring the canvas, but that's okay. Either way, I don't have a headset on, which is amazing. I don't have cords all over in my way. I bet I have this canvas done in the next couple of days. I don't have a whole lot planned to do tonight on my live. I figured we'd just chat. How's that sound? It's been kind of a week. Kat knows what I mean. I'm sure the rest of you do too that are on my page, and I know a lot of you are. But my friend and Kat's fiance his funeral was this weekend, so we did all that. We got through it. It sucked, but we got through it. Let's see, on a more positive note. On a positive note, I'm going to have me a special guest next week for my live, but I ain't telling who it is. You guys will just have to wait and see. Hi, Sarah AB. Sarah NAB. I'm going to mess that up all the time. Yeah, Kansas is ridiculous, Tammy. Like, it's cold. It's freezing. I don't like it. I'll be honest, I haven't even went outside today. Jay says it's 21 degrees. I guess it's 24 30 minutes from us because Kat said it's 24 degrees. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like the cold. I want to move somewhere where it never snows and it never gets cold. I hate it. I haven't done a whole lot this week. really have a whole lot of stories for you guys. I haven't really been doing much. Been sitting here diamond painting and just trying to keep my mind off crap, you know. We've been trying to work with my 4-year-old and his stubborn butt and getting him potty trained. He'll go to the bathroom. It's just getting him to go in there. Every time he goes, he will go pee, but he's just bullheaded. Yes, it plugs into my laptop, Nana. It never snows here. If it does, it's too cold to be. Yeah, exactly. I wish it would never snow here. Ever. I'd be 100% okay with it. I'm sure the kids wouldn't be, but I would be. Okay, babe. Jay's already sick of us. He's going to the garage.
Cat, don't you be saying nothing slick either.
Did you hear that, Kat? Jay said, don't be saying nothing slick.
Black sock and a white sock.
She said, bye, Jay. Yeah, it's funny. Kat brought over, Kat said, bye, Felicia.
What?
But Peyton was having, I don't know, babe. It's like a cyst or something. But Peyton, my 8-year-old, was having kind of a tough time dealing with the whole Jeff situation. And Kat brought her one of his t-shirts, and it's a long sleeve t-shirt. And I think Jeff wore like it's either a 2X or
3X.
And it is huge on her. Like, we could tie the arms around her waist probably twice. And I tried to roll the sleeves up for her, but she was not having it. She wanted the sleeves down. Here, actually, I'll show you the picture I got of her in it, and it's hilarious. She wore this thing until I made her take it off so I could wash it. See if I can. Yeah, that's Peyton and Jeff's shirt. And yeah, it's ginormous on her. I would bribe my son with lollipops. You know what, Crystal? I've tried that. I have tried everything. I'm like, oh, if you go potty, you get it, a couple M&Ms or something. No, it don't work. I'll tell him, I'm like, Abel, do you need to go potty? Nope, I'm fine. That's what I get. It's got to be on his terms. And most of the time, it's when either Daddy J goes or it's right before bed to stall on going to bed. Or like if there's another kid his age going potty, he'll go then. But it's funny because he'll go in the potty, but he still is wet. His pull-up still gets wet. So it's like I can't even put him in underwear because the school's not going to put up with him wetting himself all the time. Just looked up what it is here. It's 10 degrees. Ugh, I feel for you. Dude, my body, I think he already went out, Nana. I'll tell him though. He's crazy. It's cold, but he's got a little space heater in there, so he stays warm. I'm jealous, Nina. 50, I'd even take that right now. Seriously. Here, let's see. This isn't see, it's blurry. See, she even had the shirt on when the kids put up the Christmas tree. My youngest son's face is blurry for some reason, but yeah. I'm trying to get the focus. There we go. She even had that shirt on when we put the Christmas tree up. I don't even know how she put ornaments on the tree with it down on her arms. Let's see what other amazing pictures I could show you. Our elf on the shelf hijacked my son's school bus and decorated it. He got a kick out of that. Then he said, "That's mine," and took everything off. Is it better now, Nana? Excuse me. Oh yeah, so my niece that was in the NICU that was born early, she got to go home today. When she was born, she was 3 pounds. I think it was 12 ounces. She is 5 pounds now, and she got to go home. Actually, it was yesterday. Super excited. I'm so glad she's doing good. She wants to skip school just for me to come diamond paint with her. Yeah, she does, Kat. And when she finds out our little secret, she ain't gonna be happy. Yeah, she told Kat that she's got to come up and diamond paint with her like every week. She'd rather it be every single day if she got her way. Let's see if I can. Here's a picture of my little niece, Letty, that was in the NICU. This thing's got autofocus. It's going to take a minute for me to get used to it. But yeah, that's Letty. That's my niece. If it'll focus. Oh, come on. Well, I think it did there for a minute. But yeah. She got to go home. Her parents are super excited because they were driving, I think it was about 30, 40 minutes drive to see her every single day. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I'm sure I won't get to see a whole heck of a lot of her now. My brother lives about an hour from me. So I told him I want a babysit, but I know they're going to be stingy and not let me till she's older. And I can't keep up with toddlers. I can barely keep up with my own toddler. I don't babysit toddlers. I can't do it. They're into everything. My son's into everything all the time. When I get done with the live, I get to fill out college paperwork for my daughter. I'm telling you what, it's a pain in the butt. All this stuff you got to do for college. I've never done it before because I didn't go to college. And she's my oldest, so I'm getting a crash course on all this. And I'm telling you what, I'm not enjoying it. I mean, I'm proud of her. I'm glad she's going to college, but I'm really not enjoying all this paperwork that has to be done. See if I can find a good picture of my oldest for you guys. She's got, we actually just got her, yeah, here we go, her senior pictures. That's my oldest daughter. Her name's Justice. She's graduating this year. That makes me feel so old. The pictures are so good, though. I love how they turned out. I thought this one was cool that the lady did. It's like she took these 3 pictures. Come on, focus. She took these 3 pictures and like 3 different poses and then like linked them together. Come on, camera. I thought it was super cool. I'm accomplished. Shoot, I feel old. Thank you, Cranes. Jersey cat. Jersey is tearing herself up more. Aww. She's talking about, Kat's talking about Jeff's cat. She's super, super old, and she's so confused and depressed because Jeff hasn't came home, and she's like ripping her own hair out. It's so sad. It breaks my heart. We went over there. Actually, she'd been hiding, and me and Jay went over there the other day, and Jay sat down in Jeff's chair, and she actually came out for the first time and was curled up on Jay's stomach. Hi, Nicole. How are you tonight? Hi, Elizabeth. It was such a great feeling watching your kids walk across that stage. I'm about to find out. My first one's getting ready to graduate in, or I guess it'd be May, maybe. But yeah, I feel bad because my mom never got that because I didn't graduate. I wish I would have. I was so close and I didn't. And then my brother, he got his GED, but he didn't actually graduate. So my mom never got that. And I kind of feel bad, now that I'm a mom, but she'll get to see her grandbabies do it. So kids are out like a light. Yep, my kids are out like a light too, Nicole. It's the best time of night. I'm doing pretty good. Um, I've had my breakdown moments. Cat and my husband jumped my butt a little bit. I lost my crap one night, and in those moments of rage, you're not thinking too clearly. Yeah, well, I decided to punch something. I kind of went through just about every emotion with losing Jeff, and it sucks. And damn near broke my hand, but it's doing a lot better today. It was pretty bad, but I didn't break it. It was just swollen. Nana told you to have fun.
Always.
He said always, Nana. I thought he was already outside. Guess he wasn't.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah, my son actually went to bed really easy tonight. He's been throwing fits, and I'm like, Abel, come on, dude, just go to bed, please. But he went to bed really good tonight. I was kind of shocked. Guess I'll showed you pictures of the other two. Let's see if I can find one of Mr. Monster. I cleaned out my phone not too long ago. Oh yeah, here's Mr. Monster. That's on Halloween. That's my ornery little. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to this autofocus. Come on. That's Abel. You can't tell he is ornery as all get out. Yeah, my big kid hubby is in bed too. Mine's in the garage, Nina, where he belongs. Cat, I about punched her for being stupid. Yeah, but then your hand would have hurt too. As swollen as it was, it really didn't hurt that bad. That's what shocked me. Love the painting you're doing. Would you believe I found seeds to plant for the rose? Wait a minute. For the rainbow roses? Elizabeth? Thanks, Nana. Don't encourage her. Nuh-uh, no joke. I want some, Elizabeth, but I can't grow anything. I kill everything I touch when it comes to plants. I cannot grow a plant to save my life. Cranes. John brought my hubby his pillow and laid his head down, so he put him in his crib and went right to sleep. Aw. I miss the crib ages. I miss the baby stage. I shouldn't say that because you don't get sleep at the baby stage, but I miss it. Kind of wish I wouldn't have tied my tubes. With my health, I really don't need another baby, but me and Jay don't have any together, and it would have been nice to have at least one. But I don't have $4,000 to reverse the surgery, so that's not going to happen. So during my I don't know what you want to call it, half mental breakdowns of all this crap, I one night I sat up all night long and I made a spreadsheet in Google Documents for my square drills, my round drills, and my Diamond Art Club square and round drills. And went in and put in if I had loose drills or a full small bag or a full large bag. Yeah. I think it took me like 6 hours and I sat there and did it the entire time. Kept my mind off stuff for a while. Definitely worked on that, but I couldn't believe I did it. It's going to be nice though if I need drills, I can just go into it and see if I have them. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Let's see. I don't know. You're a lot softer than a steering wheel. Yeah, my steering wheel hurt. I went in my car because I felt like I was going to lose it. I hadn't really fully lost it since Jeff. I mean, I did. I cried, but I felt like I was going to lose it again. Well, I have 3 kids in this house, and yes, my kids see me cry, but that kind of cry. And I was at that point where it was a very angry cry. And I was in the car and I just lost it. And next thing I know, I punched my steering wheel like 30 or 40 times, and my hand looked like I had like a ping pong ball underneath my skin. Yeah, it wasn't good. I don't even think you can tell anymore. It's went down. It's a little bruised on this finger, but it's went down a lot because it was standing like up to here. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, we all have our moments of, yeah. I'm okay. I didn't break nothing. That's what matters. And honestly, I'm better now that I kind of let some of it out. Okay, let's see here. Roses are about the only thing I can grow except for my rubber tree. I'm going to start the seeds as soon as they get here. Oh, I can't wait to see Elizabeth. I love roses and rainbow roses. Oh my goodness. I didn't think they grew like that for some reason. I thought that they like they dyed them, you know, like the ones you can buy, the flowers you can buy at Walmart, and they like kind of dye them. They put the stem and stuff in the dye. I thought that's how they did it, but I guess I'm wrong. He never does that. He usually climbs out of his crib a million times a night. Yeah. I went through that with both my 2 youngest, and when they started doing that, it scared me so bad that they were going to get their leg caught when they were climbing out or hurt themselves. I was like, yep, toddler bedtime. I couldn't do it anymore. It scared me. I have at least 200 of the 447 colors, both round and square, not counting the unkitted drills. Yeah, I don't know how many colors I have. I didn't even think to count that. By the time I got them all in my computer, Nana, I was ready to go to sleep, which was good because I hadn't been sleeping much at all. My son has ADHD and did not go to sleep till the last 3 weeks. His doctor suggested giving him 2 milligrams of melatonin beforehand. He finally has been going to bed on time. Yeah, that melatonin will work. My oldest son is ADHD, and so I feel I know your struggle. It's he's outgrown it a little bit now that he's 15, and because we ended up having to medicate him, and I hated it because I did not want to do it, but he was not getting anything out of school at all, so we had to. But now that he's 15, we've pretty much taken him off of it, and he's doing a lot better. So I'm super happy about that. I swear my youngest son's ADHD, but I never have a whole lot of problems with them going to bed because they have such a strict routine and have since they were babies. It's literally, we read a book, they get 2 songs, we do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, You Are My Sunshine, and prayers, and they go to bed. It's the same routine obviously in brushing your teeth, but it's been that way since they can remember. So Yeah. I mean, they fight their dad to go to bed because I've told him 100 times to keep their routine and he don't listen to me. So hubby broke his hand the first time in a fight with brother-in-law. Boxers break. 10 years later, broke it again after punching the wall. Yeah, my husband said that's what he thought I had was a boxer's fracture or whatever it is. And I honestly may still, when I move my finger, my ring finger, I can kind of feel it rubbing a little weird in there. But it really doesn't hurt too bad. He tried to make me go to the hospital last night and get it looked at, but I was like, no, the swelling's already gone down. I'm good. Oldest son helped him to reset it and wrap it. He was told if he broke it again, surgery, but now it's fine. It kind of, I think it depends on how you break it, because my husband, dude, I'm telling you, he's a country boy, and that's what they do out here. You know, they drink, get in fights, and then you blink and they're drinking a beer together and everything's fine. So in 2 years that I've been with him, I've probably seen him hit, unfortunately, probably 5 or 6 different people. And they're all, the messed up thing is most of them are his friends. They'll start some crap with him, and he's messed up his hand a few times, but I don't think he's ever had surgery on it. I think it just depends how the break is. But I'm glad he didn't have to have surgery, Nina, because that would suck. Dude, I was so mad at myself too, because I hit the steering wheel with both hands, like, just throwing the punches. And like, how is my right hand going to swell up? The hand that I used to diamond paint. I was like, seriously? And that's what I told my husband last night. I said, I'm not going to the ER. I said, because they're going to splint my right hand. And that's the hand I use to diamond paint. That's all I do is diamond paint and take care of my kids. I'm not having my right hand in a splint. Way. Not happening. It'll be fine. Ooh, your son helped him reset that though? Oh my God, that would hurt so bad. See, I've never broke a bone, so I don't know what it feels like. He broke between the wrists. Yeah. See, exactly, Kat. Nothing a little duct tape won't fix. That's what my husband says. Duct tape and super glue fixes everything. Dude, I don't know how many times he's cut himself in the garage and he's bleeding all over the place. I'm like, Jay, you gotta go to the hospital and get stitches now. He's like, no, I'm just gonna super glue it. I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna end up with an infection. But he don't listen to me ever. We don't know. But then when I hurt myself, he wants me to go to the hospital. It don't work that way. But I don't like going to the hospital and the doctor for a reason. I'm always at the doctor's office. I'm always having tests done. And I'm just sick of being poked and prodded on. I really am. So if I have a choice and it's not like life or death, I'm not going. Yep, he drank a couple of shots first. I probably would have drank half of a dang bottle before I let somebody do that. I bet he was sober after he said it though. I bet those shots didn't do a whole lot. Cat, who does that sound like? Yeah, no joke, right? Sounds like they use super glue at the hospital too. This is true, Nicole. They do. Because when my son was running and he hit his, like right by his eyebrow, he hit it on my metal bed frame. And I thought sure shit they were going to put stitches in there. Nope. They super glued it. If they can do it, they super glue it now. It's kind of, I don't know, it kind of freaked me out. I was afraid he was either going to peel it off or he was going to get it wet and it was going to come off, but it didn't. It healed. There's still a scar. Around here, it's black electrical tape because they're all power linemen. Well, that works too. That stuff's pretty sticky. I was in a huge sling after rotary cuff surgery. My son fixed me a special table so I could still diamond paint left shoulder and left-handed. Now they want to replace it. No. Oh my gosh, yes, that would suck. It's all I do, Elizabeth. Like, I don't do anything but diamond paint. I'm serious. Like, I wake up, I'm diamond painting. Yeah, my 6-year-old has been getting into fights at school and not paying attention during class. His poor teacher feels as though she is yelling at him to focus. I don't want him on medication. Crystal, just an idea, because me and my son's dad did not want to do it either. We tried everything possible before we did the medication. There are lots of natural stuff that will help with ADHD. If you get online and look up like natural remedies for ADHD, there's like these different not oils, but like herb capsules you can order. And I've heard they work for some people. Unfortunately, they did not work for my son. So we eventually did have to put him on the medication. But there are options out there that you can try before you go down the medication route. Because I know it's so hard on not only the parents but the teachers too, and they're not getting anything out of school because they're not paying attention, because they can't, like, they just physically cannot. ADHD is, I mean, it's basically a type of chemical imbalance in your body in a sense. So I mean, they can't really help it. So her yelling at him is not going to do any good, because they can't focus. And like, even still, my son, he's unmedicated now, but him in the living room watching video or playing his video games, he's standing up, rocking back and forth or walking back and forth, and he's still, I mean, but he's gotten to the point where he's learned to make his brain focus rather than be all over the place. But yeah, 6 years old is pretty young. I would not want to put my son on medications that young either. I think it was about end of second, maybe beginning of third grade, that we finally folded and had to put Dominic on medication. But I hated it. I hated it the whole time he was on it, because it doesn't completely sedate them, but they're just not themselves, in my opinion, and I don't like it. And it did suppress his appetite a lot. Like, he'd take his medicine, and I'm like, "You ready for breakfast, bub?" And he's like, "No, Mom, I'm not hungry." Or he'd barely eat. And it's like, because it suppresses their appetite. But unfortunately, if he's not getting anything out of school or getting into trouble to where he's, again, not getting anything out of school, eventually, you end up kind of having to weigh your options. And it's hard as a parent. It's a hard choice to make, but every situation's different. I mean, he may grow a couple years and be okay. You never know. But I'll definitely keep you in my thoughts, because I know how stressful it can be and how hard it can be. And if you ever need some advice, or just a mom that understands ADHD children, feel free to message me. He's also suggested coffee. Yes, coffee, that worked on my brother, because my brother was ADHD. It does the opposite to them. If you give him coffee, normally it'd make, me or you and the normal person, it'd wake us up, make us hyper. Complete opposite. It will calm him down. And sometimes it makes him sleepy. But yeah, it does. It works. And I mean, that's more natural than medication. I don't know if any caffeine would work like that, but I know coffee does, because I've seen it work on my brother. Gotta love that autocorrect. Draya, one of my lilies opened up today. I just saw it. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, did it? You'll have to send me a picture. There was a lot of different flowers in that bouquet, though, wasn't there, Kat? Because I think I saw roses. I know there was lilies. Maybe daisies. I don't know. There was a few different, because I was looking at it when I was over there. Was it yesterday? No, Sunday. When I was over there Sunday. You're welcome, Crystal. I don't know if you, I think, yeah, you know where I'm at I know you can probably find me on Facebook, but yeah, feel free to message me. I've already ran through the whole ADHD thing with my son, my oldest, and I have a feeling I'm getting ready to go through it again with my youngest. I'm hoping not, but I'm hoping he's just a 4-year-old with a lot of energy, but we shall see. Oh my goodness, it did open. It's so pretty. I love it. Here. This is what Kat was talking about. Her bouquet. That's the lily that opened up. That's a beautiful bouquet. I like it. See, I love flowers, but I'm telling you, anytime anybody buys me flowers, they don't last very long. They really don't. Not at all. I wish they did. Oh, that's right. I was trying to find a picture of my oldest boy for you guys. Here he is. That's not a very clear one. Hold on. That works. This is my oldest son. That's Dominic. It's his first homecoming this year. I think he's handsome. But I'm mama. This is a more normal pose of him. I'm just excited the cats haven't destroyed them. Yeah, no joke. You know what's more exciting, Cat? I thought I was going to have to lock my cats up as soon as we put the tree up. They have not messed with it yet. Other than a couple ornaments around the bottom, they've knocked them off. But last year, I'm not even kidding, our tree sits like right by the walkway to get into the kitchen. I went to walk into the kitchen one evening and I saw the tree move. My Manson, my oldest cat, was sitting halfway up the tree on the branches. Scared the holy hell out of me because all you saw was his eyes glowing because it was dark. Scared me to death. And then another time he knocked the tree completely over. And I hate locking them up in a room for a month, but it's like, dang, you guys are going to break all my ornaments. But they haven't messed with it, so they may get to stay out this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. We only have one piece lily from my father-in-law's funeral in 2010. My mother-in-law has been wanting a piece, and I won't give her one because she killed the others. Yeah, it sucks, Nina. Like, I can't keep them alive. That's why I would never even ask for a piece of any kind of plant because it's going to die. I don't know what it is. I do not have a green thumb at all. Thank you, Cranes and Nina. I think he's pretty handsome. He's getting to that age because he's always been such a mama's boy and he loves his mama. But he's getting to that age now where it's like, oh, his friends matter more. And it's like, oh, I want my Bubba back. That's why I didn't put the tree up. Cat, put your dang tree up. I'll come over there and I'll put the damn thing up. You need to put your damn tree up. I'm going to try the coffee in the morning. Start him off with a small amount and go up. Hopefully he'll drink it. That's going to be the problem. You may have to put some milk in there and a little bit of sugar or something. I know I couldn't get my kids to drink coffee, sadly. I don't know why my brother drank it as a kid, but he did. All right, Nina, when I get plants, I'm just going to tell you what they are and you can tell me how to keep them alive. I love flowers. Everybody asks me, why don't you plant flowers in your front yard? Because I'm going to kill them. They're not going to live. Dude, when I moved in here, there were 2 rose bushes out front. They're dead. They're gone. We cut them down to nothing because they died. Rose bushes are really hard to kill, so I don't know how that happened. But they're dead. And I'm sure my landlord's not happy. I may have to move soon, so there's no point. That's true, I guess. I still think you should put it up. I do. Once you figure out what's going on, I think they have to give you at least 30 days. So I think it'll at least be after the new year. That's what I think. My peace lily. Someone's bought in the house. We call it Pop. We calling Pop. I finally got my tree out from storage last Sunday. Now to clean the living room. Yeah, I somewhat cleaned my house. Dude, I have been way too stressed out and I just don't care. I have been letting my house get out of control and I'm going to regret it. I've been doing little bits, like the dishes and a little bit of laundry here and there, but the kids' toys are everywhere and I just, right now, don't care. But I did clean up the dining room a little bit and we got my oldest son did come down for one night this weekend and we put the tree up Sunday. The oldest two tried to bail on me and I was like, come on guys, please. And then when it came time to take our, yearly picture by the tree after we put the tree up, of course they tried to bail on that. And I was like, no, you can do this for your mom. How often is it that I get a picture of all four of you? Now just do it. You're not putting the tree up because of your puppy, Elizabeth. Put a gate around it. Go to Walmart and get one of those hexagon gates. And put it from wall to wall around it or something. I don't know. I love my tree. I'm not really in the Christmas spirit this year, due to several things. One being the loss of Jeff and then financial situations and just, I don't know. I'm not really in Christmas spirit. My health issues. But I got to do what I can to get myself there for my kids, and the tree helps. I like having my tree up. Cat, put up a small one at least. Go buy you a $20 small tabletop tree. Oh, the peace lily's name Pop. Okay, I gotcha. That's a really cool idea. My grandbaby is scared of the tree. Aw, he's scared of it? Most babies love the tree because of lights and stuff. Poor baby. It's funny, when Abel was really little, when he first started talking, he was like, I want the Miss tree. Miss tree. That's what he called it. It was his Miss tree. Because he couldn't say Christmas. It was Miss. I have one, not doing it. Seriously, Kat. And you call me stubborn. She screamed. He can jump a 6-foot fence. I thought about putting it on the card table, but he has taken DP pens, cover minders off the table and chewed them up. Oh no. Yeah, that may not work. I had to put aluminum foil around my tree. Cat tries to climb it. Wait a minute. Where do you put the aluminum foil? Why have I not heard of this one? Is it a real tree or a fake tree? Because I tried everything last year. We sprayed our tree with citronella oil and orange oil and the cat away spray. Nothing worked. Nothing. This year, like I said, they're not messing with it yet. But it's only been a few days. But what's this aluminum foil you speak of? This is my mini Archer starch tray. I kind of like it. It works good when you don't have a lot of one color. When I finished this the other day too, I really like it. It's the first one I've done. I want to get some more of these. There's the little light. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I want some more of these really bad. After Christmas, I'm going to have to buy me some more. I like it a lot. We're just doing a little show and tell tonight. I didn't have anything planned. It's, like I said, been a hell of a week. On the ground, like a tree skirt. Cats hate the feel of it on their paws. It's a fake tree. Huh. I've never heard of that, Crystal. My crazy cats probably wouldn't give a shit. They'd still do it. But if they start messing with it, I'm going to try it. I'm so going to try that. Hopefully my kids don't decide it's a toy. Don't matter where you put the foil. I usually put it under the tree skirt. They don't like to walk on it for some reason. Huh. All right, Crystal and Elizabeth. I'm keeping that in mind because that's a good idea. Works for house plants too. Did you hear that, cat? You can put foil around your house plant and it'll keep your cats from messing with it. Maybe. Our cats are pain in the asses, so it may or it may not work, but it's worth a try. My cats start messing with it, I'm definitely giving that a try because I'm telling you what, last year was horrible. We were picking ornaments up and the entire tree. I couldn't even tell you how many times. Did you guys see my tattoo that I got for Jeff? Let me put some lotion on it and I'll show you guys. I'm sure a lot of you saw it because I posted it in the group, but I'm so in love with it. I guess my husband wants to do some more shading to it. He said he's not happy with it. I'm extremely happy with it, but that's just me. You have met my cats. Jazzy will jump on it. Jazzy? Who are you talking about, Cat? Oh, are you talking about Jasmine? I find out when my cat tried to steal my chicken off the table. He stepped on the aluminum foil and flipped. That's awesome. I really never I never would have thought of that. And the funny thing is, Crystal, not many people must know about it because I Googled different ideas to keep cats off the tree or out of stuff, and that never came up. So it must not be one that's very, very popular. But hey, I'll try it if I have to. Okay, you threw me off with the Jazzy cat. All right, you guys are going to go for a ride real quick on this with the webcam. See if it's too dark to show you guys my tattoo. All right, there's the, okay. I'm sure the wording's backwards, but basically over here it says, "In my memory, you will live." And then the clock is set to the time that he passed. This is his final heartbeat. This is his crazy doctor-like signature. My husband, I showed him that and I was like, good luck. But he always used to call me kiddo. So I had him put, "I love you, kiddo," with his signature. So I kind of got a little bit of everything in there. I do think, like right in here, it looked good if he either brought the clock in a little or added some shading here. But other than that, I think it looks good. I think he's crazy. But that's an artist. We're always wanting to critique their work. But I love it. But yeah. Yeah, I've got, since we're talking about lilies, sorry guys, I know I'm shaking you all over the place. Here's my lily. It's a little dry, but eventually we're putting lilies all up my leg. Just haven't gotten there, sorry. Moving you guys all over the place. I'm sure you're seasick now. Okay, is it straight? Okay, awesome. But yeah, that's a couple of my tattoos. Literally a couple. I love your tattoo. I went Saturday and got a pink ribbon on my right shoulder and a puzzle piece. That's neat. I love getting tattoos. I'm addicted, if you guys cannot tell. Here Here's one arm. All the way up. That's one arm. This one was for my birthday last year. And then got a quote there. Grim Reaper. And a cemetery scene with an angel. And then I've got them on my chest. I've got my back piece is almost finished. Yeah. I'm almost running out of room other than my stomach, my sides, and my legs. Everything else is almost covered. And I'm going to be sad because I love getting tattoos. It's like therapy for me. When he did Jeff's, I could have fallen asleep. Like the shading, it didn't hurt, but for some reason my leg kept twitching. But during the outline, I totally could have fallen asleep. I almost did. It hurt for about the first 5-10 minutes, but then once my skin got used to it, I almost fell asleep. My husband was like, "Are you sleeping?" I was like, "No, but I'm close." Thank you, Nina and Crystal. I sure love it. Crystal is a chicken. I won't want a Pikachu eating a slice of bacon. Do it. I'm telling you, it's not that bad. I promise. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? But yeah, tattoos. Okay, like for instance, my husband is literally covered from head to toe with tattoos, and half of them he did himself. Anywhere on his body that he could reach, he did them himself. But he is terrified of needles. You take him to the ER and they say he's getting a shot, and he is a big baby. I said, "Babe, you look ridiculous. You are covered in tattoos, and you're throwing a fit about getting poked once." But it is a different kind of, it's not the same. You almost fell asleep with your first one, Cranes? Seriously? My first one, I almost passed out. It was on my ankle, and I held my breath, which is a big no-no when you're getting tattoos. I started hearing things like I was in a tunnel. They seriously made me sit with my head between my legs in the middle of a tattoo parlor. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" But I almost passed out, and it's just a little tattoo. But I did almost fall asleep with that one. There's a few others that I almost fell asleep during because it just didn't hurt. Some places hurt more than others, I'll tell you that much. I got a tat on my left shoulder done when I was in a back brace from under my boobs to my waist. I know when I've had surgery, Nina, and any kind of medical stuff like that, like when I had this one done, it was like, I think it was either right before I had my last spinal surgery, or actually I think it was right before, because I had really bad nerve pain in my left arm. And I begged my husband to tattoo me to take my mind off of the other pain, and it did. But the thing is I did not even feel the tattoo pain at all. I don't know. I have a problem. Like my back piece, not going to lie, I cry just about every time he works on that because it hurts. Like the backs of your shoulders and the upper part of your back doesn't hurt very bad. Like the back of your neck does not hurt at all. But that middle portion of your back and down, oh, it hurts. It hurts bad. And the piece I have is extremely detailed. So we've literally been working on it for about a year. Because I can only take about an hour and a half, and I gotta quit. How you been this week, Jeremy? Oh no, I'm putting these in the wrong spot. Good thing it was only 2 of them. Come on, move. Leave it to me. It's in the wrong spot right now. There. Now where else did I put them? Because I have a feeling... No, that's the right spot. That's the right spot. Now I'm sitting here second guessing myself to see if I put these ones in the wrong spot. Yep. Wait, no. No, those are right. Okay. What about these? I hate it when I put drills in the right spot. Wrong spot. Wrong spot. If I can get it up. Okay, that one's right. That one's right. Sorry, guys. Sitting here trying to fix my mistake. All right. It appears that those are fine. If not, guess what? It'll just have a little bit of originality to it. That one's wrong. I knew I placed some other ones down here in the wrong spot. Darn it. Ugh, irritating. Did that last night, about 50 of them. I hate it. I hate when I do this. Hi, Crafty Heifer. How are you tonight? He was just sit here and watch me pick off drills that I put in the wrong spot. Go figure. Because I need to mess up the glue on this canvas more than it already is. Oh, I can't believe I did this. I guarantee you this whole section right here is all the wrong ones. Good thing it's a small section. It's what I get for not paying attention. And I do apologize to everybody. I was not in any lives this weekend. I haven't been for quite a few days. I kind of just, I don't know, just kind of had to take a mental break from everything for a few days. I was not talking to people, though. I was. Me and Kat have been, I think, each other's rocks through all this for the most part. And I know it's been amazing having her to lean on, and I'm hoping she feels the same way. Either that or I'm getting on her damn nerves. Messed up head when right in the gutter when you said he was trying to get it up. Oh my god. Well, I don't think I can get it up, Crystal. I'm missing that equipment to do so. And the only thing that would, refer to that, yeah, well, he's in the garage, so definitely not trying to get that up. I think we all do that at one time or another. Yeah, I do it all the time, Nana. I do this, or more commonly, I'll dump my drills when I'm done back in the wrong dang container. So I don't do that. I leave the one I'm using out. So, and if it's like a container that's all linked to where I can't just leave the individual one out, I'll put a piece of washi tape on top of the color that I'm using. So I dump it back in the right container, because I do that crap all the time. It's ridiculous. I'm always on your nerves. Well, good, Cat. Get used to it. You'd miss me if I didn't bother you all the time. Honestly, it's crazy because, I mean, me and Kat knew each other, but we've gotten super close here lately, and I'm grateful for that. But as we both joke about, if Jeff wanted us to be this close, he could have found a better way. All he had to do was say so. Because we would have got along. We just really didn't take advantage of. Yeah, because I mean, I met her when her and Jeff started dating, and she had known my brother and my brother's fiance, but I didn't know her that well. Now I feel like I've known her forever, and it would have been that way if we would have just started talking and hung out. But better late than never, I guess. The first tattoo I got was my back after my mom passed. It's Jesus and it hurt. Is it like your whole back, Jeremy? Or is it like in the center? Because that spine sucks. It's horrible. I bet that's a really cool tattoo. It sounds neat. I think I may bother you more than you bother me. Nah. Honestly, Kat, I'd be bothering you a lot more. I just try to give you at least a little bit of time without me bugging the shit out of you. But you don't bother me. Dude, I don't do anything. I either sit here diamond paint or sit on the phone talking to the few people that I talk to. Yeah, like I don't care. You could call me like every 5 minutes and it wouldn't bother me. It really wouldn't. I thoroughly enjoy our phone chats. I enjoy them more when the kids aren't screaming in the background fighting for the webcam. Because I feel like it's hurting your ears. That and we can't get a word in. Like my Sons of Anarchy shirt. I miss that show so much. I have the box set. I miss it. Like I used to watch that show religiously. Felt like they were my family. Oh, I smoked you guys out there. I usually blow it the other way. Okay, I'm off to bed. Interview in the AM. Love y'all. Shit, blow me up. LOL. Just not when I'm going to bed. All right, Kat, I'll wait till you go to sleep here about an hour and I'm going to start blowing your phone up, okay? I'm just kidding. I love you. Get some sleep. Call me after your interview tomorrow. It covers my whole back. It's almost 20 years old and it's good. Yeah, Jeremy, the one I'm doing right now, I think we've only probably got like 1 or 2 more sittings left on it. But I've got some other ones that are kind of faded that were like on the backs of my shoulders. And like I've got a tramp stamp that he's going to alter. It's a heartogram and he's going to add some more stuff to it to make it not so bland. But yeah, the back, it hurts. And I bet you don't want to get it touched up because it hurts so bad. I know, Nina. Amazing show. Dude, I bawled my eyes out when Jax died. Bite you. All right. I'll have the cats do it. Good night, Kat. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of friends around here. Like, as far as people that I actually know is my neighbor, Courtney. But, I mean, she's so crazy busy. Even though we live next door to each other, we don't really get a whole lot of chance to hang out because she runs a daycare. And when she's not running her daycare, she's got her grandkids. And we both diamond paint, but I swear we've never diamond painted together yet. We need to. But as far as like hanging out with my friend Katie, but she lives like an hour away. And now Kat. That's basically it. Like I don't really have people that I hang out with a whole lot. Kat actually saved my butt on Sunday because I had to go to Aldi's and stock the house up. And it's actually out in the town that she lives in. And I can't physically do that on my own. Like, I gotta have somebody there to help me, especially this time because I did Christmas dinner shopping and the household shopping. So I needed 2 carts so I could keep the stuff separate. And she went with me and pushed one of the carts. I was drunk and really don't want to get touched up. You know, I've never gotten a tattoo drunk because, for one, I was always scared that I'd bleed too much because, you know, liquor thins your blood. But also, I won't let my husband tattoo me when he's drunk. I won't do it. And he won't tattoo if he's even drank 1 beer because he's had to go back and fix so many tattoos that he did when he was younger because he screwed him up real bad from drinking. We have a little snow. I sent you a pic. Yeah, you got a dusting there, Nana. Yeah, see, Nana's got a little bit of snow. Is it still coming down? I wonder if we have any in the forecast. I'm going to check real quick. It says it's 20 degrees outside right now. Yuck. Tomorrow's going to be 44. Ooh, Thursday's going to be 54. 55 on Friday. Ooh, 32 on Saturday. Okay, well, Friday night, my body's going to go into shock because it's going to drop down to 32. 32 Sunday. It looks like Monday, they're calling for snow showers Monday morning. And not this coming Friday, but next Friday. That'll make my daughter happy. Maybe there'll be some snow on the ground. My daughter gets ticked off when we don't have a white Christmas, my 18-year-old. If there's not snow on the ground for Christmas, she gets mad. She's like, it ain't Christmas. I don't have my snow. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, babe. I don't control the... You bleed bad, Jeremy? Do you bleed when you're sober too, or just when you've drank? See, I bleed on some of mine, like on my finger ones. Those bled pretty bad. But, like, the rest, I don't know. I've had a few that bleed, but not too bad. My husband actually did that. I had this open spot because I had all this vine and these roses up to about this point on my arm before I met him because I had my wedding ring from my last husband on there and I wanted it covered up. And so I had that before I met Jay, and I had this open area right here. And I told him, I said, right before we got married, I said, I won't ever get your name tattooed on me. I do not get men's name tattooed on me. I said, but I'll get something in honor of you. So I told him, I said, I want in your handwriting, I want you to put, I love you. So I had him do that. Where I live in Ohio, we very seldom, oops. I had a message pop up. We very seldom have a white Christmas. I've been to Ohio once. Back in 2004. I came there for a concert. It was like a 4-day concert in a little tiny town in Ohio. It was called the Gathering of the Juggalos. I was out there. That's the only time I've been to Ohio. Sorry, guys. Kat messaged me. If you could say a prayer for Kat's brother. He is actually over in, I think, Kuwait. And she just found out that they're on lockdown. And that I don't know exactly what this means, but they're on dress code 3, which means they have to be in full armor. So I'm guessing it might be a little bit of a situation. Says they're allowed out of their rooms, but still in full armor. So if you could just keep her brother in your prayers, I would appreciate it. I know when my brother was over in, I think it was Kuwait, like a year ago. He was gone for a year. I'll tell you what, that's my only sibling, and I was scared to death the whole time he was gone. And he's just a mechanic, but it don't matter. I was scared. But he's home and he's safe. I'm sure he'll get sent out on another tour at some point, but my sister lives in Zanesville, Ohio. I don't remember where this concert was. It was quite a while ago. My back tattoo, I hardly bled, but the one above my ankle, I bled a lot. I haven't really bled on the one on my back either. It just hurt really bad. You're not missing anything. Yeah, that's how I feel about where I live. People are like, ooh, Atchison, Kansas. You live in the most haunted town. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, this town is not exciting. There's nothing to do. It's boring. There's nothing in this town but Walmart, a few fast food restaurants. Now the movie theater is back opened, but it's a very small movie theater. And bars and liquor stores. That's about it. And I don't go to the bars in this town because I always run into people I don't want to see. And I'm not a huge drinker. Like, I'll go and have a few beers, but I worked in the bars for so long between waitressing and bartending that I just got sick of it. It's almost like running a daycare, taking care of drunks. Like, I don't know. I just got tired of it because I did drink when I worked in them because, I mean, it's part of the atmosphere. And I don't know. I just burned myself out on it. Thank you, Crystal. And Nina. Yeah, there's been a lot going on here lately. It's not been easy. I have my moments where I'm numb and I'm okay. And I have my breakdown moments. I know he's in a better place. I know he was in a lot of pain. But it doesn't change the fact that, we want to be selfish and we don't want to let him go. But I will say they did an amazing job on him because he looked like he was literally sleeping and could wake up at any minute. They had his sunglasses on his head, and I swear this man wore his sunglasses on his head more than I ever seen him on his face. But they did an amazing job on him. They really, really did. It's okay, Nina. I have the same problem sometimes. Yeah, cranes. I'm telling you, this town, I can't wait to get out of here. This is like the town in Kansas that will swallow you and never let you, it'll grab a hold of you and never let you out. And that ain't gonna happen. Like, I done told my husband I want out of here. I do not want to live here. I don't want my kids. My main thing is I don't want my kids raised here because it's a small town and there's nothing to do. So what do you think these kids are going to get wrapped up in? Drinking, drugs? No. I mean, yes, that stuff's everywhere, but at least in the bigger towns and stuff, they have other things that they can do. And there's literally nothing to do but go to, parties in the country and all this stuff. And I just, no. I'm good. I just don't want to stay out here. I'm so sick of these junk phone calls. Go bug someone else. Dude, I'm telling you, Jeremy, they'll call me and they're like, hey, your car insurance warranty or something. I'm like, dude, my car's paid off. I paid like $2,000 for it. There's no damn warranty on my car. Or, ooh, your social security number is under fraud, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you know what? And I swear I have added so many calls or numbers to my blocked list. It's ridiculous. But it's like they have 50,000 numbers for the same damn telemarketer. So it does no good because each line that they use is a different number. I'm sick of it. Like, I put my phone on the no call list. It does no good. Like, they still call you. And they're not smart about it either. They'll call you at like freaking 9:30 at night. And it's like, come on. I get creative with them though. They're like, "Hey, is Andrea there?" And I'll say crazy stuff. They get on my nerves. I ought to start letting my 4-year-old answer it. They ain't gonna get far talking to him. He's been mouthy lately, dude. I'm telling you what, I love that little boy, but he's like a tape recorder. And I'm telling you, it was so hard not to laugh today because Jay was getting on to him for something. And I'm not even kidding. He looks right at him and he goes, "You're pissing me off." And I was like, oh, like you want to scold them, but you have to look away because you're like, did that really just come out of your mouth? And he's been doing so good because there for a while, I'm telling you, that boy was repeating everything he heard. And then when he did that tonight, I had to turn my entire head and I was like, "Abel, no, don't say that." As I'm trying to hide my smile because I'm so shocked that he said it. I was like, "Seriously, kid?" Someone messaged me happy birthday. I responded, "So where's my gift?" And messaged again saying, "Just kidding, you got the wrong number." That's awesome. The one I just got called about my medical grade braces are expiring. You need to renew them. What the hell? Do you know I'm telling you, these calls, it's like, seriously, what is the point of half of them? I don't know, dude. It irritates me so bad. And it's crazy because, like, I don't get a bunch of phone calls. I swear, half the time that my phone rings, it's that crap. It's like, dude, why do I even pay my phone bill? Nobody calls me. The people that I do talk to, I talk to on freaking Messenger. So why do I pay my phone bill again? I mean, yeah, doctor's offices, kids' schools kind of need it for that. But other than that, I don't have people that call me. So I don't pay my bill for these stupid freaking dumbass salesmen and telemarketers and scam artists to call my damn phone. It gets on my freaking nerves, Jeremy. I'm right there with you. Me too, Nana. I answered the phone, chewing them out. Yeah, I do it too, Jeremy. Like, I'll answer the phone and I'm like, "Stop calling me now." And that's mild because sometimes I get pretty mean. Like, I'll just start screaming. And my husband's like, "Who was that?" I said, "Oh, apparently my car warranty's running out." Oh, they drive me nuts. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's kind of hard for me to get this out right now due to recent events. But I used to tell them all the time when they'd call, I'd be like, "Dude, she died." They're like, "Well, when did this happen?" I'm like, "That's none of your damn business. She ain't here. Quit calling." Text and emails are getting just as bad. If I get one more email or text about erectile dysfunction, I'm going to scream. Yeah, I don't think you have a problem with erectile dysfunction, Elizabeth. I think they need to check the gender of the email account before they go sending that crap. You don't answer, Nina or Nana. Nina, I had it right the first time. See, I try not to do that, but like there's been a couple times that I think it's one of them and I don't answer, and it ends up being like my disability lawyer or one of the kids' doctor's offices, and I'm like, shit. Now I got to call back and play phone tag because you don't ever get the person that calls. You always got to leave a freaking voicemail for them and then hope you catch it the next time. So now I just answer it. And if it's one of them, I either, if I'm in the mood to bitch, I'll bitch at them or I'll just hang up. Because then at least I don't miss an important call and have to play phone tag to get back in touch with them. But if I'm in bed, my ringer's off. So if anybody messages me in the middle of the night and I'm asleep, you ain't going to wake me up. Because I turn my ringer on vibrate when I go to bed. So if anybody thinks of something that they need to message me in the middle of the night, go right on ahead. Yeah, half the time I'm awake. But if I'm not awake, my phone will be on vibrate and you ain't waking me up. That's true to an extent, Nina, because I'll tell you what, like, for instance, my food assistants, when they call to do your phone interviews, they won't call back. And if you don't get that interview done, you basically lose your assistance. So no one ever calls me. So if I know the number, yeah, I've kind of gotten to that point too, where I've kind of learned the numbers. I try to store them. That way I know who's calling. I'm still getting mail from Social Security from my husband telling him he needs to select a Medicare plan. He will have been gone 8 years on January 2nd. How can they not know? Dude, I'd be calling them and I'd be like, look. Because, yeah, how can they not know? That doesn't make any sense. They're the state. And, I mean, you have to go through the state to get, the death certificate gets filed through the state. So, yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Speaking of death certificate, I had to have Kat send me a copy of Jeff's because my last DAC order, well, not this last one, but my last one that I did the split 4 payments of, they won't take my card for that. Like, I can pay for an order, but if I want to do the split 4 payments, I can't use my card because it's a prepaid card. Well, Jeff let me put it on his card and I paid him basically. Well, there was still like one payment and then like a really small payment that was supposed to come out. Well, this last payment, I got a text saying that there was insufficient funds and that they were going to try again in 2 days. Well, it's not insufficient funds. His accounts are froze. And so I called Klarma or whatever it is and, explained the situation. And they told me that I needed to get a copy of his death certificate. And I was like, okay, I'll try. Like, I'm not exactly blood family, but I'll try. And so Kat was nice enough. I'm basically just waiting for the email from them saying that they need this information because they opened like a dispute thing with it. And I think it's only like, $30, maybe $40 that's left to pay on that one. So they from what the sounds of it is, they're going to waive it. And as long as I have a copy of that for them, which is really nice of them because I kind of had already taken care of stuff with Jeff. So, yeah, I've been having to deal with that. So, I keep getting emails saying, hey, Jeff, your account's been, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll be glad when this is over because I'm tired of getting the emails. It just kind of brings everything back. I've called them 10 damn times and send the mail back marked deceased. Wow. See, that's ridiculous. Hi, Christy. How are you tonight? Yeah, that's crazy. They need to see. I don't understand that because they don't understand that, or they should understand that, when stuff comes in the mail, it's hard. It's like, it just kind of smacks you in the face with everything all over again. And it makes it hard. Yeah. Okay, so all you crafty people, I have a question. Kat gave me one of Jeff's work shirts because I wanted one. It was him. I didn't want a fancy t-shirt. I wanted one that just screamed Jeff. And so she gave me one of his work shirts. And, it's got the grease stains on it. And I didn't care. It's not dirty. It's just stained. But I want to figure out something to do with it. Like, I thought about maybe kind of folding it and tacking it up in a shadow box. And maybe putting one of his pictures in there. And we got these little wooden hearts at the funeral. The pastor handed them out. Maybe hanging that in there. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a neat idea to do with all of his stuff. Because I've also got a copy of his last heartbeat. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out something crafty and neat to do with all my memorabilia I have from Jeff. So any ideas? I'm doing okay, Christy. One day at a time. Make a patchwork pillow. Yeah, but how would I do that with Like, and for one, I can't sew. I cannot sew at all. Pillow made from the t-shirt. Yeah, see, I thought about that, but I can't sew. But how would I do, like, because the copy of his heartbeats on a piece of paper. Granted, yeah, I've got it tattooed on me now, but still want to keep it. Do a pillow from his shirt. That's a good idea. I do like the pillow idea. But like I said, it's not the shirt's, it's pretty stained up. It's like a bright neon greenish shirt, and it's got some grease stains on it, but that's what made it him, you know? That's why I wanted it. The other things in the pockets. I don't think there is pockets on this shirt because it's just like a t-shirt. Yes, it is the DAC rose, Christy. I think you can get the heartbeat on a piece of fabric. Yeah, I probably could. That's not a bad idea. Could you get a picture on a piece of fabric, like a picture of him that I can include in that? Because that's a neat idea. Yeah, I'm trying to get this rose finished because, like, my husband wants me to work on that castle, but I'm trying to get this done because I'm afraid if I let it sit too long, it's going to start losing drills because, like I said, the glue is not the best. Like, it's okay right in here. It's still not, in my opinion. Like, right there's good. You can see it's lifting. But, like, over here, if you look, like, it's not sticky at all. Like, they're not going to stick there. Like, I will be shocked if one of these even sticks. I'm going to have to spread glue on there. Yeah. Like, it might stay. I mean, it's staying okay. It's like a really dry, sticky almost. Like, up here's good. But, like, it's just not sticky at all. Should be able to reach out to the screen printing company. Okay, Nina. After Christmas, I'll have to look into that. I feel your pain with losing your friends. I lost my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my uncle, and my other grandma all in 3 months. Wow, Jeremy, that's a lot. I am so sorry. I mean, I've lost a lot of people that I care about and that but not super close together like that. And I mean, I'll be honest, I've lost a lot of people that I love, but I really don't think any of them has hit me the way Jeff has, because Jeff, I'm not going to talk about this too much because it's going to make me cry, but my adopted family, I'm extremely more close to than my real family. They don't know me. My family don't know me the way, like, say, Jeff did. Like, my adopted family, they know me because those are the people I lean on. Those are the people I talk to. And Jeff was a big one. Like, if I was having a problem in life, I'd just pick up that phone and he'd answer, "What's up, kiddo?" And he would just listen. He always knew what to say. And so this one's hit me hard. We talked on a weekly basis at least, so I constantly feel like I'm forgetting to do something, you know, because I can't just pick up the phone and call him now. It's been hard. But I know I'll get through it. I think the hardest is going to be my birthday next month. I really do. Because he was always at those parties and, "Oh, I'm going to buy you a bunch of shots and get you drunk and, you know, make you sick for a week." He was that friend. But yet he didn't drink anything. right? Explain that one. He'd sip on one drink while he watched me get plastered or forced me to take all these shots. Be right back. Going to make coffee and put some. Okay. I should still be here for a while. Have you tried using a baby wipe and letting it dry? I haven't, Nana, and I thought about that, but it's like, I mean, nothing got on it. You think it would still 19 years since you lost all those people, Jeremy? Has it gotten any easier? You will still hear him. Oh, I know I will, because that's one of my biggest fears, Nina, is forgetting the sound of his voice. So Kat is actually keeping his phone on for a while. And I used Jay's phone, and I actually recorded his voicemail. And I mean, it's not even a lot. It's just, hi, Jeff, leave me a message. It's not like a lengthy voicemail, but it's his voice. And I can't handle listening to it right now. Like, I listened to it that one time and maybe one other time since I recorded it. Like, I can't handle listening to it right now, but I know there'll come a day that I want to. So I have that. Thank you, Christy. Hi, Dixie. How are you? Manson, are you coming over to say hi? My kitty Manson I actually got from Jeff. I told him I was looking for a cat. I wanted a cat right now. And he brought me Manson. Manson, kitty, 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 come here. Get out of my food. Hold on, I'll grab Manson and let you guys see Manson. Actually, I can just turn the camera around. Okay, it's going to get a little dizzy. Not trying to make you guys sick. Here's Manson. Yeah, he's trying to get in my plate of crackers there. Manson, kitty, kitty, kitty. Say hi. You say hello. He looks so thrilled, doesn't he? Say all right, good night. He wants us to go away so he can try and get in my summer sausage there. Yeah, he's cute. He's a little pain in the butt, though, I'll tell you that. I wouldn't trade him for nothing. I'm going to lose my mind if something ever happens to him. Sorry, guys. Go for a ride again here. Okay, get caught up. It gets less intense, the missing them. Sometimes it will be as hard as it is now, but most of the time you can function almost normally. See, I mean, like I said, I've lost a lot of people, but none of them hit me like this one. I hope it's easier. That brick on your chest, it feels like you can't breathe. I want that one to go away. Thank you. I think he's a cutie. It does get easier, but still got to embrace the good times and good vibes you guys had together. It helps pass the time. Dude, I know I'm grateful for all the memories, Jeremy, but I'm telling you right now, it seems like that's what hurts the most, is those memories. No, Manson, get out of there. You're not eating that. Oh, sorry, guys. But yeah, that's what hurts the most right now, is all those memories. I know I'm going to cherish them, and I really do. I'm grateful I have them even now, but when that brain gets to going, that's when the tears start coming, when you start thinking about all those memories. He is right, Nana. My uncle committed suicide in 98, and he sang at my wedding in 91. Tape because he couldn't be there. I listen to that when I can because he said a personal message for me. That's awesome that you have that, Nina. That is awesome. Like, that's one thing I wish, is that I had some kind of video of Jeff. I mean, I have pictures. I have lots of pictures of him at my birthday parties, my kids' birthday parties. I mean, shoot, there was one year for Christmas. My kids weren't going to have a Christmas because, I mean, things have been really hard with me fighting for disability for the last 8 years and not being able to work. That, it's been rough, but there was one year, I'm telling you what, it was right after I left my ex-husband. He came up and he brought the kids a few presents apiece, and he made me cry. Like, I didn't even know it was coming. He just showed up at my house, and he brought me to tears that year. And I'm so sorry to hear about your uncle, Nina. But I'm glad you have that memory. That's a priceless memory. And if it's on a tape, I'd be saving that on a thumb drive and putting on an external hard drive or something, because tapes are known to break. I need to do that with some of my VHS tapes that I have of people that are no longer here. I need to get them on DVD and lock them up. Some of that stuff you just can't replace, That face he's giving you, Draya, I'm telling you. And he's still sitting here staring. He's laying on the table. Look at him. Sorry, dizziness again. Say hi, Manson. I'll let you guys stare at Manson for a minute while I get caught up. He was one of the original members of a new Christian group. His name was Bobby Hackman. I've never heard of that, but I enjoy Christian music. I really do. When I was younger, I was in youth group, and I actually went to a youth retreat, I think it was, down in Arkansas, and we got to see a lot of Christian bands. We got to see Skillet live, and there was a few others, and it was amazing. I had so much fun. Before my husband passed away, a nephew passed from bone cancer. My father-in-law passed away unexpectedly right after Christmas. His visitation was on the day my husband passed away. That's horrible. It's horrible, and it seems to always happen like that so often, because I remember when my great-grandpa died when I was like a teenager. We were actually at my great-grandpa's funeral, and we got the call that my aunt had fallen. She had emphysema real bad, and me and my uncle were the first ones to get back to the house when my uncle was in a wheelchair at the time, so he couldn't do anything. So I ran in there, and I got down on the floor and put my aunt's head in my lap, because I couldn't get her up by myself. But sadly, before anybody else got to the house, she passed away while I was holding her, and that was really hard. I was super close with her, but she was suffering, and she's not anymore. And that's gotten easier. So I know it takes time, but it does. It seems like it happens in clusters. Like right now, my best friend's grandma is getting pretty close too. Manson, you little sneaky butt. He got down and ran around here to where this plate is on the floor. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way. Sorry guys, not trying to make you sick. But yeah, it's just, it happens, and it's like, man, how much are we supposed to handle here, Hardest thing I've ever had to do was go to my father-in-law's visitation and tell my mother-in-law that her only living had died. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm so sorry. I have to find someone I can trust to do. Yeah, definitely. If you are worried about that, well, no, I don't even know how you would do that. I guess you could play it in a tape player and get like a sound recording app on your phone and hold it next to it and that would put it into that format to where you could just transfer it to an external hard drive. That way, at least it's somewhere other than that tape. Just an idea. It's kind of what I did with Jeff's voicemail. I just used a recording app. Manson, you're about to get it. Quit. But yeah, there's a few different ways you could do it without having to put it in somebody else's hands. 2 weeks started it. I hate the holidays. Yeah, this year I'm not digging the holidays this year. Like Thanksgiving, I could have really just done without, which kind of in a sense I did. I just went down to my friends. I mean, we had a good day. I helped her finish cooking. We ate, and really I went down to her room and I passed out the rest of the day. And then I got up and we actually ended up going out to the bar where one of Jeff's friends bartends, and a bunch of the family and friends came out there. And we just kind of tried to hold each other together, I guess, because he had actually passed the day before Thanksgiving. So yeah, I'm just kind of, I guess, going through the motions at the moment. Some days are better than others. I'm telling you, Christy, he's giving me dirty looks, especially just now when I shoot him away from the food. Oh, okay, Nina. Yeah, I'm not exactly the best at pronouncing stuff sometimes. I butcher names all the time. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. Those situations are so hard, but at the same time, it's like later you're almost lucky that you got that chance, because like with Jeff, I wasn't there at the hospital the day he passed. I was there a couple days before, and I was there for quite some time. But Kat kept me in the loop every single step of the way. And was it Wednesday morning? He had crashed for like 40 minutes. And I thought for sure that was it. Like, I mean, even if he would have survived, he would not have fully been Jeff. And I know that. Because a person can only be, crashed for so long and not, have brain damage. So I knew that Jeff would not have fully been Jeff. But she called me that morning after he had crashed and they got him back. She called me on video chat and she goes, "You got to see this." And she put the camera in front of him and she goes, "Jeff, it's Draya." And he opened his eyes just long enough for me to say, "Jeff, I love you." And he closed them again. But he had been responding to people all day. They'd tell him to wiggle his toes and he did it. And yeah, I mean, I was completely grateful for that though, because I felt like that was me being able to tell him goodbye. I was able to, he knew I was there. It really felt like he knew. So I was grateful for that. Good type of player. Are you talking about to play the tape, Nina, or to record it on your phone? Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that mispronounces it, Nina. Yeah, no joke, Christy. Manson, you can't have it. Well, it ain't even just mine. Half of it's Jay's. I'm telling you, Manson, when it comes to like sausage or beef jerky, or I'm telling you, he'll rip that bag open. We messed up and left beef jerky on the dresser one time, and he ripped it to shreds. Manson's trying to steal the roll of sausage, babe. It was up here, and I had the webcam on him, and they were watching him.
Then he dumped.
What?
Then he dumped.
John emptied it last night. This one's good. Thank you, babe. But yeah, he'll rip it open, and he won't even eat it all. He'll just make a big old mess. It drives me crazy. I'm telling you what, this has been my vice lately. I used to only fill my tank up like maybe 3 times a day. I'm telling you now, I fill my tank like every other hour. It's ridiculous. But hey, whatever keeps me going, right? Tape player, I have that something to copy it too. Yeah, the tape player will be the issue. If you lived closer, I have one of those ones that you slip it in, pop it down. It's got the buttons here. I actually bought that when I was going through a custody battle, so I could hook it up to my phone and record the phone conversations. That was before we had Androids and smartphones. But honestly, if you have a smartphone, what I did when I did Jeff's thing, I just used video, like the video option on my phone, but I covered up, like I just lay it flat, like either on my hand or on the blanket, because I wasn't trying to record video. I just wanted the sound. You can do it like that, like if you don't have options of an app, or they have lots of different apps in the App Store that are like recording apps, that just a microphone for recording, or there's lots of different options. Y'all should hear my 10-year-old boxer. She's snoring so loud. Yeah, I don't think I could handle anything else in this house snoring. My husband takes the cake on that one. He's actually awake tonight, so you don't have to hear that. And I don't have no dogs, just 2 cats. And there was a fish here, but my 18-year-old shouldn't have fish no more. I think this is the second or third one that's died. I think she's done finally. And she's like, man, it always dies. I'm like, man, fish don't. And she's got it in one of those she had it in one of those little tanks. And if you want fish, you gotta like have the filtration system and all that stuff if you want them to live a while. They're not gonna live very long in those little bitty tanks. And I'm not cleaning it. That's on her. I don't do fish. I do cats because they're easy. You can feed them, water them, clean their litter. Other than that, they bathe themselves. They take themselves pee and poop. That's my kind of animal right there. That's about all I can handle on top of my kids. So what's everybody's plans for the week? I don't have much to do this week. It's going to be kind of a lazy week for me, I think. My kids go to their dad's this weekend. Okay, Kat said her brother's doing good. They dropped it down just a gear in hand. She thinks it's just a drill, or he thinks it's just a drill. So he's safe. He's doing all right. Just so you guys know. I have 6 fish tanks. I love fish tanks, Jeremy. I could not do the upkeep on them. That's just too much. It's a lot of work. But they are beautiful. Do you have any videos of your fish tanks on your channel, Jeremy? What, babe?
The cat's drinking.
Not if they're in the big tanks.
No, that was good fun. The catfish.
Well, if you have a cover on it. I think that's what I miss the most now. I have a Rottweiler and a Pit Bull that both put him to shame. Both amazing dogs. I love both breeds. My aunt had a Rottweiler when I was younger, and that dog always slept at my feet. Her name was Portia. I loved that dog so much. We actually have had 2 different pits, but we were just never home enough, and we both felt bad because they were puppies, so they had to be in their kennel all the time, and yeah, we just let them go to a better home. Now, one of them just had to get put to sleep. I think he was a year old, a year and a half. He was having seizures real bad. I had given him to a friend of mine. He was a white pit, and they ended up having to put him down because he'd have seizures and he'd freak out because he didn't know what was going on. And he'd get mean. He'd corner her and her daughter, and they'd have to lock themselves in a room. But he was just confused. He wasn't a mean dog. He just didn't know what was going on. So they just had to put him down a few months ago. He was a beautiful dog, though. Wish me luck. I have an interview for team leader position. Good luck, Nina. I hope you get it. Team leader position for what? What do you do? I have some fish videos, but my other channel has more. I think I've been to your other channel. I'm not sure, though, Jeremy. What's the name of it again? Because I forgot. Is it linked maybe in your group or something? I know I heard you talk about it in one of your videos, and I went over and checked it out. I can't remember if I subscribed to it or not. I love fish tanks. I think they're just relaxing to sit and look at, but again, I don't have the patience. But I'm also always chasing kids and cleaning up after them, so I don't really want to clean up after anything else. Manson got to be on YouTube a little bit.
Oh, is he up there?
He was laying on the table over here.
You sleeping?
No, he was trying to get the sausage when it was over there.
Oh.
I work from home for Omni Hotels and Resorts, making reservations. I also do backup help desk. That's cool. So if I ever fall into some money and I want to go on a vacation, I should just call you. I hope you get it too. That's awesome. If I ever decide to give up on this disability, I've been fighting for 8 years. I need to find me an at-home job that I can do online. It's about all my body can handle anymore. But every time I've tried to look for one, they're like either scams or I can never find a legit one. And right now I can't do it at all because I can't be on a payroll or I mess everything up. Sweet. You guys do like trips everywhere? Like, only place I've really taken a vacation to was when I went to Mexico, and it was amazing. I would love to go back, but at this point, anywhere but Kansas. I'd love to go to Florida again. I've never been to California. I've never been to Hawaii. I want to go on a vacation so bad. I love to travel. But I like the tropical places if I'm going to travel. Maybe I'll go to California, meet up with Jeremy. I've always wanted to go to California at least once. I know I loved Florida. When I went to Florida, because my best friend used to live in Tampa, and her husband worked for Southwest Airlines. So he got buddy passes, and I'd fly out there twice a year to visit her. I never wanted to come home. I love palm trees. I'm obsessed with them. My second channel, I need to make more videos. Well, I have to go check out your fish tanks. I was in your shoes. Best thing you can do is don't give up. That's what everybody keeps telling me, Dixie, but it's like 8 years, fact of the matter is I really can't afford to give up because I could go get a job real easy, but I wouldn't keep it very long because, bad pain days, calling in, being late, I wouldn't keep the job very long, and I know that. But at the same time, it's like, I got kids that need things, and, especially around the holidays, it's frustrating, and I just want to give up. and just say screw it and go work as long as I can. It's just getting exhausting fighting for it, because it's like I think I've been denied 3 times total. I've been to the hearing level twice. And I just reapplied a few months ago again. And my lawyer keeps telling me not to give up. He keeps appealing it and reapplying. But it's like every time they reapply, that's like a new application. So you only get back pay back to the date of your application. And it's like, man, I just don't understand why I have to fight so hard for my money. That's my money. I paid into that. I've worked since I was 15, sometimes 2 jobs at a time. And I mean, they have the proof. They see, and I know part of it's because of my age, but I don't know. It's just getting frustrating. We have 60 plus hotels in the US, Canada, and New Mexico. I'll keep you in mind, Nina, in case I ever want to go. But I like to go all inclusive when I go on trips, because most of the time I'll get the money together to go on the trip, but I'm not guaranteed to actually have a whole lot to take with me. So if I go to an all-inclusive resort, my meals are taken care of, pretty much everything on the resort, with the exception of like most of the time the spa and stuff like that's extra money.
Hey,
but
babe,
yeah. What, babe?
you have $1.28 on one of your cards.
I don't know. I'll have to look when I get done.
I'm gonna just order one of these
What?
instead of. That's what I've been trying to make out of garage.
Why do you need that anyway? You don't even race.
We don't need to race. If we ever fell off of it or something happened, it kills the floor automatically. So if the throttle's stuck or something,
Okay.
I might race. You never know. I'll race you.
Only one all-inclusive 7 in Cancun. All right. Another one bites the dust. I went through the same. I tried to work at Walmart till it just couldn't no more. I got paid from the very beginning. I fought for about 8 years too. Really? How many times did you put in a new application? I mean, I'm sure it's different because you live in a different state. But how many times did you get denied and have to reapply? Because I've heard that from other people that, the judge went ahead and ruled that they get back pay all the way back to their first application. But then my lawyer has told me, that if you get approved, it's only back to the date of that current application. Just don't give up. I felt like you did. Dude, I'm telling you, Dixie, it's frustrating. You were denied 3 times. Yeah, I mean, I think I've been denied more than that, but that's been at the hearing. No, twice at the hearing level. I've been denied. But it's like you get denied before that, and then you appeal it, and then they go to the hearing level, and there's all these different levels of it. And it's like, I don't know, I'm just sick and tired of filling out the same freaking paperwork over and over again, going to their doctors that don't even know me from Adam, and they do a 20-minute exam. Please tell me how a doctor can physically do a physical or a mental exam on a patient they don't even know and be able to make a determination. That does not even seem fair to me. The mental one, they spent, I think, about an hour with me, and they went through different questions and testing. So that one, I could see them being able to make a mental evaluation off of that. But the physical one, I don't understand that, because you can't see my problems. They're in my spine. And fibromyalgia, you can't see that pain. I don't know. I don't see how, like, that doctor, I literally, no joke, that I went to this last time, 24 minutes. 24 minutes he looked at me. And I was like, yeah, I just don't understand how he can make a determination off a patient he's never seen in his life on, what my elements are. And yeah, it just don't make sense to me at all on that aspect. I mean, I see a doctor. You have access to my medical records. You can see what they say. What is the point in going and seeing one of your doctors that doesn't know my case at all or me? Yeah. So did you finally, I guess you did get approved then. Well, congrats, Dixie, because I know it's frustrating. It drives me nuts. Every time I get denied, I just want to throw my hands up. And it's especially difficult for somebody that's always worked, and it's like you just feel worthless. I've always provided for myself. I've always provided for my kids, and now that I got all these health issues, it's like I can't do that as much as I want to. Because then if I go, and push myself to work at a job, then I can't do for my kids the way I should be able to. Or, yeah, it's just frustrating all around. They make it impossible too. It's almost like they take forever and keep denying you on purpose to try and make you give up, because they know most people can't survive applying or continuing to fight, because they know if you work a job, then you basically forfeit fighting for disability. And it's like, yeah. And I mean, in my case, if I were to work, because I think my lawyer told me I could work, it was a minimum amount, and I couldn't make over a certain amount. But even if I were to do that, I'm going to lose my state insurance, which means I can't go to the doctor, which means I'll lose my case anyway, because there'll be no physical proof. My doctor tried to get me to file because I have rheumatoid arthritis and have had both knees and hips replaced. When I finally filed, it took a lawyer 5 tries. Yeah, I've had a lawyer since day one, Elizabeth. Like, I have, from the first application I placed, I had a lawyer, and it has done no good yet. I don't hear from him until there's a court date or something like that, babe. Well, I'm glad you got yours. Does the disability doctor not have access to your medical files? I'm pretty sure they do, Nana, but they see so many people for disability. There's no way that doctor looked at my medical records. No way. There's no way, because the questions he was asking and the statements he was saying, there's no way he even glanced at my medical record. But yeah, it's ridiculous. They said I could work in the back room in a dry cleaners and no contact with people. They made it sound like my doctor was my drug dealer. You know what they told me at my last hearing I went to? They named off, it was like 3 jobs I've never even heard of. And even if they do exist, they don't exist anywhere I live, and I can't drive 4 hours to go to work. One of them was an eyeglass assembly warehouse or something. And the other 2, I couldn't even tell you what they were. That one just happened to stick in my head. And my lawyer countered them and said, would there be any work if she needed, a 20-minute break every hour to rest, or if she called in 4 to 5 times a month, would there be any work? And they said no, there would not be any full-time or part-time employment available. Like, they said that to everything, and it's like, you still denied me? Like, I don't understand. I really don't. The whole thing just baffles me. And the thing is I have learned this by watching friends and family. You can get disability faster off of mental health issues than you can physical. And I think that's kind of sad. Like, when I went to the hearing level last time, I didn't have my PTSD diagnosis because I just started going to therapy about a year ago for my domestic violence that I lived through, because I ran from it for years. I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to deal with it. But when I got with my current husband, I finally felt like I was in a place where I had the support that I needed to go ahead and face that and try to deal with it. Well, that was when I got diagnosed with the PTSD. So we'll see now if that makes a difference. I don't think it will, but I don't know. I know my mom, she's got a lot of mental health issues, and she got her disability first try. She didn't even have to fight for it at all. But the judge was rough on me during the last trial, and it would wound up coming down to all my doctors taking the stand. They actually did that for you, Dixie, because there ain't no doctors in the state of Kansas that'll do that. They'll fill out the packet of paperwork that at disability ask your doctor to, but none of them's going to take the stand for you. Not in this state. On my behalf, stating they knew there was no way I could sit or stand for the amount of time required for a job. They said the same in my case. Then it came down to my last doctor. That one my case. Well, that's awesome that they do that for you, Dixie. That's really cool, because I don't know, I'm pretty close with all my doctors, but they won't do it. Like I said, they'll sign the papers and all that, but they won't do anything else. You've probably got PTSD from trying to get disability too. Yeah, no joke, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh. Dude, like, my anxiety just goes through the roof whenever a letter comes in the mail from them, or I've got a hearing coming up or anything. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I'm just so frustrated with it all, because, I've got one family member that basically helps pay a lot of my bills, and it's like, I don't know, it's just frustrating not to provide for myself anymore.
Hey, I wash my air filters drying upside down in the sink.
Do what?
I wash my air filter.
Okay. Surprised you guys are all hanging in on me, hanging in with me. I just realized we're 15 minutes past our 2 hour mark.
Cat's still in there.
Do what, babe?
Cat's still in there.
Cat went to bed probably 30 minutes ago or so.
Nana's still in there.
Yes, Nana's in here still. I begged them to. I cried and cried. I think they got tired of the tears. Dude, I don't know. I've broke down in a couple of my hearings, and usually my anxiety is so damn high I'm doing good just to not pass out, but it's stressful because they almost put you on the spot. And see, with me, I have tattoos, so I always feel like they're looking down on me for that, or my piercings. I always take all my piercings out for my hearing, but I don't know, I just feel like all they're doing is sitting there judging you, and really all they're judging you off of is what they're reading on a paper. And I don't know, like, I know my last hearing, I don't think they pulled all my current info because I had just been referred. I think I had just been referred for another surgery. I don't think I had had it yet, but I don't know. It just don't make sense. We all just want you to know we understand what you're going through, and we've been there too. Don't give up. I'm doing my best not to give up, but it does help to know other people understand and have gone through it. I hate that other people have gone through it. Nobody should have to fight this hard for their money that they've worked to pay into, because in reality, it's our money. You know, if our bodies fail us and our health goes bad and our doctors say we should not be working anymore, there shouldn't be any more to it than that, in my opinion. If a doctor states you cannot work anymore, you should be awarded that disability without fighting. And it basically boils down to the people that abuse the system that make it this hard for us. I can't even get a job at McDonald's. I tried. Oh, dude, I couldn't do that job. No way. But yeah, I mean, I feel you. I mean, I could, like I said, I could get a job. If I went in on one of my good days, which are few and far between, if I, took my medicine and went in on a good day, I could get a job. But halfway in to the work week or one bad pain day, which I can't predict that stuff. And, oops, I got to go home. I don't feel good, or calling in because I can't even get up to go. That job wouldn't last long. Because, yeah, it just, it's just a crappy situation. And I do miss working. I really do. I always enjoyed my jobs. And when my husband filed because he had stage 4 cancer, he had it within 60 days. Guess you have to be dying to get it easily. Yeah. Or completely mentally out of your mind. Because, like I said, I love my mom, and I'm not talking bad on her, but she's not all there sometimes. And a lot of it's because she's taken way too many medications from her doctors. She doesn't act as her own advocate when it comes to medications that they recommend for her. She just says okay and takes them. So she's been, yeah. But like I said, she applied, she got it first try. I'm like, dang. And the thing that gets me is she can go out in the yard and bust ass planting, cleaning, weed eating by hand in the flower beds for hours, and she gets disability. Like, she could work. She really could. Like, I mean, I used to work with the developmentally disabled adults, and some of those people had jobs, and it's like, if somebody that was born, with a severe mental handicap can work a job, why can't my mom? Like, I just, she's not that far gone that she could not work a job, and she didn't fight for that disability at all. And she still, goes out and does all this cleaning outside and organizing, and I can't even physically do shit like that, or I pay for it forever, for days, weeks, and here I am fighting for 8 years for the stuff and still don't have it. Like, it just, I know people that literally should not be on disability, and they've, like, this doesn't make any sense. Yes, I go through the same. You just never know what you're waking up to. Yeah, you don't. I mean, that's kind of makes it hard to make plans and shit because you don't know. You don't know if the temperature is going to have some stupid drop or your body's just going to happen to hate you that day. My job works the best they can. Like today, was hurting so bad that it was getting hard for me to even sit up. I asked for an extra 30, 45 minutes and they gave me an hour and 15 minutes so I can stretch out. This was extra time for lunch. That's really cool of them, because not many jobs would do that. They really wouldn't. That's really cool of them to do that. Because a lot of them would not. Shoot, I remember when, I was at the end of pregnancies, and I'm a firm believer pregnancy is not a disability. And yeah, but I mean, there does come a point in pregnancy where it's not safe to stand on your feet all day long because it can, put you into preterm labor and stuff. And, so my doctor, I was a cashier at that point, and my doctor had ordered, that I sit on a stool behind the register when I'm not waiting on customers. Like I could stand up and ring them out and bag everything, and then I needed to sit down when I wasn't actually interacting with a customer. Dude, my boss had a fit. So you're extremely lucky that you have a boss and a job that will work with you because some of them make it impossible. So what's everybody working on anyway? I don't think I asked that. I actually just finished this one for my friend, but I had to alter some of the letters because you couldn't read it. Like it was, I'm sure it's backwards since the camera, but yeah, it just, you could barely read the I love you and the to the. Yeah, you could not read that at all. So I altered it, and at the bottom you couldn't read and back. So yeah, I had to like really alter this one to get it legible. So yeah, I busted my butt trying to fix that one. It's kind of a pain. But now I got it fixed. And I did this one for, oh, no, not that one. I did this one for her too, since that one wasn't exactly easy to read. She was the one, my friend that actually lost her husband a couple years ago. They always said, I love you to the moon and back, so I did those for her. Sometimes my back is so bad, I can't even roll over to get a pain pill. Have to turn on the heating pad on high to get it to ease up so I can roll over. Yeah, I live on my heating pad too when I get sore. Because if you get too cold, it almost makes it worse. It does make it worse, not almost. I wish I had a heating blanket so I could just have a heating pad all over my body sometimes. Because my back pain's bad, but I'm telling you what, lately the pain in like my arms and my legs, ankles and knees is just as bad. I just finished the beach scene up, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I bet that's pretty. You're gonna have to send me a picture, Nana. I want to see. I'm working. I'm working on the confetti from hell. You don't want to ever do a painting that looks like it's been burned into driftwood. Noted. I don't mind confetti, but when it's fucking horrible confetti. Sorry, excuse my language. Yeah, I'm good. It gets me mad. Like my daughter, where's my phone? I did this one for her. I had picked out a different one, but she had her mind set on this one. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it turned out absolutely amazing. But oh my god, the confetti. I wanted to rip my hair out. It was so bad. If I can find it. Here we go. Was this one? It was like a 50 by 70, I think, something like that. It turned out so beautiful, but oh my goodness, the confetti was horrible. Working on 3 labs, blonde, chocolate, and black, sitting in the grass. I bet that's cute. Doing a fairy sleeping on a tiger. I think I've seen that one. I could be wrong. I don't think I've seen it done, but I think I've seen it for sale. I had one, but the damn puppy chewed a hole in it and it destroyed the writing. That sucks. Dude, my cat actually got a hold of one my oldest daughter was doing, and I was able to save it, but the cat, yeah, chewed on the corner of it and it ticked me off. But I ended up finishing it because my daughter wasn't too fond of diamond painting. I work on it till I can't stand it anymore. I have one square, about 3 by 5 to do. Yeah, I usually have 2 going. I usually have a small one that I do on my tray in my bed, and then my bigger ones I do here at my desk. But right now, both mine are at my desk because this one, with the glue not being good, I figure it's just better to do it flat than risk the diamonds falling off. I meant a heated blanket. Yeah, I need one of those, Elizabeth, really bad. I took a picture of my 7-month-old Graham baby sitting on my lap, messing with my canvas. I was like, future diamond painter. Peyton actually loves to diamond paint with me. She's 8. She doesn't do it for too long. I would think the longest she's done it was probably an hour, but that was only one time. Usually it lasts like maybe 30 minutes, and then she goes in colors, or yeah, she loses her patience with it. I thought I had a picture of the one I did. Yeah, there it is. I did this one for my son's room. Oh, if I can get it to stay. It's Paw Patrol. It turned out really good. He loves it. Let's see some other ones I've done. This is actually a really small 20. I think it's like a 20 by 20. And it turned out amazing. I think I only paid like $2.99 for it off of Amazon. And when I was kitting it up, I was like, okay, where does pink come into this painting? Because there was like pinks, and but if you look, it's got like the dimensions and the face and stuff. And that one turned out really, really good. This one I'm going to have to do again because I did it for my uncle. And I absolutely love it. And I want it back. So I'm going to have to buy another one and redo it. She was rubbing her hands over the drills. She liked the way they felt and was also trying to grab my vape mod. Yeah, my kids love the way it feels too. Actually, my husband does too. And when I'm doing my unboxings, they both fight over who does the sticky test if they're in the room. But yeah, they love the way the diamonds feel too. They do feel pretty cool. Yeah, that deer one, I got in on Amazon. You gotta watch though because there's a small one, and that one I ordered. I want to say it was like 50 by 60 maybe, and it turned out really good. The detail was amazing, and I really wish I would have bought that one and kept it. But my uncle bought the kit, so I had to give it to him. I really wanted to keep it when it was done though. I'm trying to see here. I didn't take a picture of all of them that I've done, but I've done quite a few. I don't know how many. I guarantee you I got more left to do than I have done, though. And yeah, my son is always grabbing my husband's vape. It's kind of funny. One day he got a hold of it and we weren't paying attention and he pushed the button and he choked his butt off and he barely got anything, but he don't learn. He's so stubborn. He had done it again one other time because my husband will leave it laying on the bed when he goes to the bathroom. And we turned around. He's got this little tiny bit of smoke coming out of his mouth. I was like, are you serious? Because, see, I can actually lock mine if I want to with like a passcode. But I'm not typing in a passcode every time I hit my vape. So I try to keep it in my pocket. The one I'm doing says, loved you then, love you now, always have and always will. I like that saying. I lost a vape pen to this damn puppy. Are you serious? Did the puppy eat it? I'm sure that tasted good. The one I've done that's a love quote is this one. Focus. It says, every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. And I thought it turned out pretty good. I've got this one picked out. I haven't bought it yet. It's actually like, I'm going to have to get it huge though, because it's like almost like a love letter that would be to my husband. And it's really neat, but it's going to have to be huge because there's so many words in it. 7 months old, and if she gets straight to the mouth, because my son and I both vape, just funny that she knows what to do. Yeah, that's funny. Where did my... Oh, it's right in front of me. Mine is a big mod. Mine's actually the Smock. Focus. It's a touchscreen. It's the Smock Morph. I think it's the 219 or whatever. But yeah, it's super cool. I like it. It's touchscreen. I got it locked right now. But yeah, it's rainbow. I love this one. I had to get a different one because the one I started off with, I think it was a Vaporesso, and it had the built-in battery, and I was killing that thing like 3 times a day. I couldn't do it anymore. This one has the 2 batteries in it. My husband has the Aspire? No.
Geek.
Yeah, but what's the name of it? I think it's the Geek Aspire.
It's Geek Freedom Day.
No, it's not. He's got that really tough... It's by Geek, but I'm trying to think of the name of it. I want to say it's the Aspire mod. It's the really, really tough, but I can't remember for sure. Here's his touchscreen also. I love it. My husband could not have this mod though. He'd have it broke. I promise you. I won't. Nerve going to how many pins he shoot up. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I wouldn't mind having like not necessarily a pin mod, but like the stick mod that only holds one battery, just for like, you know, if you're going somewhere where you got to pretty much carry stuff in your pocket, it'd be a little easier to carry around. Yeah, mine does too, Nina. It has 2 of the 18650 batteries.
Oh, it's by Aegis.
Oh, it's Aegis Geek.
Yeah, I just looked at the side.
Okay. I'm going to bed, Dre. I'll see you on your next live, love. Okay, good night, Dixie. Thank you so much for coming in. Had one. You hated it. You hated what? The stick mod? Or the, like, e-cigarette type one? Because I was thinking that I know Smock has, it's like a stick. It's like probably maybe this big around. You can even get them in this color, like the rainbow. And I mean, it does take the battery. I thought about trying out one of those. I'd probably use my tank, though. I like my tank. I love this TF tank. You and I have the same mod. How do you like yours, Nina? I love it. Like, it's amazing. Speaking of which. Stick ones because they fall over so easy. Yeah, that would be a downfall, but if I had one, like I said, I wouldn't really use it sitting around at home. It'd be more probably if I was going to, like, not like I go very often, but like an amusement park or something. I don't really go to amusement parks very often, but if I did, that's one thing I think that it'd be easier to carry around than this big old thing that I'm always terrified I'm going to drop. By the way, this vape juice is amazing. It's cookie twist and it is strawberry honey graham. It's amazing. Don't buy it in the vape shops, though. They'll rip you off. It's like $22 in the vape shop. Online, if you get it from the right online vape shop, I can get a 2-pack and it's like $15. I hate buying my vape juices from the vape shop. They jack their prices up so bad. It's not even funny. Love it. A friend gave it to me because he couldn't figure it out. I've been vaping 8 years, so I'm pretty familiar with them. I've only been vaping for, well, since like June of this year. It ain't that hard to figure out. It's pretty dang self-explanatory. And there's videos on YouTube, but hey, you got a nice mod out of it, so whatever. And this stuff's really good too. It's that Hometown Hero line where part of the proceeds go to the vets, I think. And it's called Red Dream. It's strawberries and cream. But again, don't buy this in the vape store. I mean, if you're really wanting to donate to the vets, then yeah, that's the way to do it. But it was $22 for that 60 milliliter bottle, and I just ordered one online, and it was like a little under $8 for that bottle. My battery is most of the one I have. I even have an extra battery for it. The liquid part is only about 2 inches. I vape menthol with 3 milligram nicotine. I use 6 and I cannot do menthol. I have never, even when I smoked cigarettes for 24 years, I could not do menthol. I am not a menthol girl. He didn't want to stop smoking. Honestly, for the first I want to say 2 or 3 weeks, which I was surprised I quit that quick. I was vaping and smoking cigarettes. But I don't know, like I just got to the point where the cigarettes kept tasting worse and worse. And I wanted my vape more than I wanted cigarettes. And I never thought I would quit smoking cigarettes. I was a chain smoker. But I tell you what, I couldn't smoke a cigarette now if I wanted to. I've tried. I took a drag off a cigarette a few months back. About made me sick. Now you know men don't read directions. No, they don't. And most will admit it. That's why when they're done putting something together, they're like, where'd this piece go? Or I got this extra piece. Well, if you would have read the damn directions, you would have seen where it went. I do like mint just to clean my palate. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike mint, but like, I don't know. I have never liked smoking menthol. Like, I don't see. Now, my husband, he smoked menthol before I got with him. And when we first started dating for the first few months, and then his cough got real bad, so he switched to the same cigarettes that I smoked. And he actually quit smoking cigarettes, just quit. He was like, okay, I got a vape, I'm done. And he hasn't smoked a cigarette in, let's see, almost a year. So you don't get Baber's tongue. Yeah, I usually just switch between, like if I start my main juice, if I blah blah blah, start not being able to taste it, I'll just smoke 1 or 2 tanks of something else, and that usually goes away. I'll tell you what, Nina, the coils in this, they last forever. Like I figured it up because I reset my puff counter. I vape it 50 watts, and right around 3,000 puffs, I can tell my coil's getting pretty bad and I should change it. But that's almost like 2 weeks, and that's smoking it quite a bit. So I'm not complaining because the other one I had to change that coil like every 4 or 5 days. I guess I should probably end this pretty soon. We almost made a 3-hour one tonight. One thing I did want to mention, I am thinking about doing a second live a week on maybe Sundays during the day sometime, because there is a few people like Island Girl and some other people that live in, like Rachel, that live in different time zones, that I'm sure would like to not just watch the replays and maybe participate in chat, especially when I do things, like the Mad Libs and, stuff like that. That's interactive. It's fun to be in the chat. So I'm thinking about doing a second live, probably like Sunday afternoons or something, early Sunday afternoons. That way, the people in other time zones that work during the week and wouldn't be able to do it during the day can still participate. So I'm playing around with that idea. I had my daughter stop and get me some liquid. She got it from a gas station, and the closest they had to menthol was spearmint. I felt like I was vaping gum. Honestly, the only thing I have found that I like as far as flavors is the different strawberry ones. Like I've got these two. Another one that I really love is by why am I drawing a blank? Humble is the brand, but the flavor, it's called Smash Mouth, and it's actually a strawberry strawberry honey. No, it's a strawberry graham cracker custard is what it is, and it's really, really good. Holy crud. You vape at 98.2 watts. You use the Smock Prince Max mesh coils. I use the TF something coils. It's the press-in ones that are for, because I have the TF tank that came with the kit. And like they just pop in. You don't have to screw them in or nothing. They just pop in there. That would be awesome. There aren't many over the weekend. Okay, well, I was kind of curious as to, how many. I figured I'd give it a go and see how it went. I may or may not do it this Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I gotta kind of see what's going on. I might though. You love the what juices? I'm gonna butcher that name. Yes, Humble juices are so good. I haven't tried any of them, but what are you doing? The camera's up there.
Oh.
But I do love the Smash Mouth. See, I like the creams and custards. I really, really like those. They're not too overpowering. If I get one that's a really strong flavor, I can't do it. It gives me a headache. I will try, but on Sundays I have my grandbaby and I don't get on my phone. That's understandable, Nina. I'll still be doing my Tuesday nights. I just figured I'd give a little more option for the people that 9 o'clock at night's a little late. At least my time, 9 o'clock. So, yeah, I figured I'd give people another option during the day. So, well, I think I'm going to call it a night and sit here and work on my painting a little more. And, yeah, maybe go to bed early tonight. I doubt it, but it's a thought. Ooh, that would be good until I read chocolate, Nina. I do not like chocolate. I've never liked chocolate. I can't do it. Sweet. Nana's good with weekends. I have to brush my young and the roof of my your tongue probably is what you meant. And the roof of my mouth before I put in my teeth so I don't get vapor's tongue. Oh, okay. That's not a bad idea, but that would help too. I don't know if I could brush the roof of my mouth though. I can barely even brush my tongue because it tickles. It makes my tongue like almost start feeling like it's itchy. I don't like it. I know, I noticed that, Elizabeth. Yeah, I ended up going to bed early last night, which is weird. I've been staying up all night. You should, Nana. I'll be there. As long as you tell me when, I'll be there. As long as it's not Thursday. As you know, Thursdays is my no-go internet. Like I'm not, once the kids go to bed at 8 o'clock, from 8 till about midnight, 1 a.m., that's mine and my husband's night. We usually watch movies. We turn our phones off. And that's the one night a week that we have for each other. So unfortunately, people that go live on Thursdays, I have to catch the replay because that is our one night together. You can smell coffee grounds to help with your vapor's tongue. You smell them and that helps? Huh. I never would have thought of that. I'll have to try that. I haven't really gotten vapor's tongue real bad. I don't know why. There's only like a handful of juices I smoke, but I haven't really had an issue with it yet. I have to get my laptop going and updated. Nana, I'm running off of Windows 7, and last time mine's been updated. Just get it going. The update's no big deal. Oh, and I will warn you, Nana, webcam I got, it says easy plug-in and operate, and it gives you this hardware. The only thing the hardware it doesn't come with it. The only thing to Vapor Stung is when you can't taste the flavor of your juice anymore. But it says it's supposed to be an easy plug and play, and it gives you this software you can download if you have this later version of Windows. Well, I uninstalled that because the last time I installed a software for my built-in webcam, every time I went live, that would default to it instead of the actual webcam. So it worked fine when I plugged it in, but the sound did not. So I had to like read the book, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me about an hour and a half. And I had to go into all these different settings to change the different sound option stuff to make my mic work. Like, I couldn't even tell you how I did it. I looked at the book, read it, and did it step by step. But it was a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to lie to you. Nana, you should let us know. We'll be there. Yep, we'll all be there, Nana. Front row. I got the diamond painting of your shirt for my youngest daughter for Christmas. She does diamond paintings too. You got this? The Sons of Anarchy Reaper. I actually have Jax from Sons of Anarchy in a diamond painting. I haven't done it yet. I need to. But I promised my husband I'd do his Johnny Cash. So I got to do that one first. And then I've been chatting with somebody about possibly doing a collab here down the road. But I definitely want to do my Jax painting. That's coming up before too long. I decided after I get through these couple and my collab, I think I'm going to halt on doing my diamond art clubs for a little bit and try and get through some of these double-sided adhesive canvases I have, because I know the longer they sit, the more damage is going to be done to them. So I think I'm going to try and get some of those done. I got the diamond painting. Oh, I just read that. Duh. That's going to be cool. Like, I did not see the Reaper, but I saw Jax. Actually, maybe I did. I don't know, but I wanted Jax because I'm sorry, but he's just sexy. He's extremely sexy. She never watched the show that I know of, but she likes paintings like that along with dragons and white tigers. Dragons are awesome. I love me some dragons. I think I have one, maybe two in my stash that are dragons. I wanted Sasha. Is it Sasha and Jet? I wanted that one so bad. A cute little dragon. They better get that one back in stock or I'm going to cry. Like, I will seriously cry if they never get that one back. I wanted that one so bad. What days are good for everybody? I actually don't know if my Wi-Fi is adequate, though. Just do a test, Nana. Like, I thought about doing a test for my webcam tonight before I went live, but I didn't. But yeah, just, like, hit go live, and as the title, type test. And that way you can test it out to see if it's strong enough before you schedule, a big live. Just an idea. I'll help you test it out. I'll go in and make sure you're not glitching and your sound works. And yeah, I could help you, Nana. Well, everybody, we're about 5 minutes from 3 hours here. Thank you for hanging with me tonight and chatting with me. I had fun. It definitely helps me take my mind off everything, and even that aside, I enjoy chatting with all you guys. As I've said many times, I love all the people I've met doing this. So you guys have a good rest of your night, and if I decide to do it Sunday, I'll see who can make it on Sunday. If not, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. But have a good night. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
Remember